Whoa! Wasn't that a great 3 weeks between the previous recording?
What are you talking about? We just did it.
Yeah,
and I remember everything we talked about.
Yeah.
It just happened just now.
We just got back from video games, and wow, boy, am I arms tired.
But not the big video games. We got back from a little video games.
Yeah, that's right. This is the bonus episode, and we're recording it now. Hello. Welcome, big guys. You know,
we're currently recording it.
Yeah. That thing you're listening to is being recorded as we speak.
I'm not even going to read the big guy names. You all know who you are. Thank you, big guys. Thank you very much. If you're still listening.
What if they cease to exist if you don't read their names?
Yeah. I know that happens with me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when you close your eyes and you disappear.
Let me ask ChatGPT to generate like 10 random names. Hold on.
All right. Can you ask it to generate 10 random patrons?
I was going to say, is that going to create, 10 people if we name them?
Please generate 10 random Star Wars characters.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Varric Tholm, Sira Naveen, Drokan Vetch, Talira Kaur, Jex Marin, Orlin Vad, these suck, Zyra Tech, Kov Drayan, Mirai. This is just...
They're just words that don't exist.
All right.
Skibbity boobity doo.
Skibbity toilet. Thanks, thanks, Skibbity. Wow. Anyway, what do we all think about video games? How do we feel about the state of gay? How do you feel about the state of gay?
All I really have to take away from that is I feel disappointed in what Metal Gear Solid Triangle looked like.
Okay, why is that? What were you hoping for, and what did you get?
Well, I feel like the marketing made it look like it was going to be like, I don't know, more like Metal Gear 5 or something. I don't know. Just as soon as it was like, here's the gameplay, it just looked very static and less lifelike than I was expecting.
Even the cutscenes, like there was that scene with Revolver Ocelot.
Yeah, that looked...
And his mouth wasn't even moving.
Yeah, it really like changed my perception of what the project was. Because like, it kind of looked like, oh, here's a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. You know, it's all going to be... It's the game you know and love. You know, it's like the Final Fantasy remakes, right? The FF7 remakes. But instead, like, seeing that cutscene, it was like, oh no, this is like the old original engine, but with like flashy graphics or something. I don't know, just really disappointing looking trailer.
You were hoping for more than just like a fresh coat of paint. You wanted like from the ground up.
They put a layer of Unreal Engine 5 paint on top of a really old game.
I was hoping for a fresh layer of gameplay.
Okay, it's kind of what they did with the Oblivion remake, where they just kind of put it in the up-res machine and then that's it.
That's the impression that I get.
Bum, bum, bum. It's a good song.
Yeah.
What about you, Zenki? How do you feel about the state of gay?
I don't know. It's whatever, bro. It was probably better than the last one that we saw, but it's not enough to make me buy a PlayStation. No. That's what it comes down to every time.
We did talk about that in the show, like what would convince you to buy a PlayStation 6, and I think we settled on like...
you would have to have games that I want to play.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's so you're so entitled.
Well, that's it. Bloodborne 2, Bloodborne remaster. You know, if you want to sell a PlayStation 6, that's how you do it.
If they put Bloodborne in the up-res machine, would you buy it? Or do you want them to redo
machine. It's in the up-frame machine.
Because it still looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, if Bluepoint does the up framing and the up-resing, I would be probably a little disappointed.
It's crazy to me that they haven't, because they've remastered like, you know, what's that game? Horizon Zero Dawn and like The Last of Us like 30 times each.
It makes no sense.
Remastered a game that needs
it. It goes on to become like the industry darlings, and they're like, okay, we have an exclusive game to Sony PS4 that people are like crying out for a remake or remaster or modernization in any way, and they're just not touching it. It's insane.
Yeah.
I imagine there's probably some sort of
who's stopping it all from happening. Yeah.
Well, there's probably some sort of like legal reason why they can't. Otherwise they would have, because money. Yeah. They know that it would make them lots of money. So FromSoft probably owns stuff that Sony needs, and they just, I don't know, they just need to be paid, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's always money. Follow the money.
To the Jew.
Or FromSoft just don't have time, and they don't want to hand over their source code to Sony, which I wouldn't.
They gave their Demon Souls over to Bluepoint.
Yeah, that's why it's weird. Yeah, because Bluepoint did Demon Souls, but it's like that was like the OG, but it's not anywhere near as widely beloved as Bloodborne is, so it doesn't make any sense to me.
I watched that video you sent me, Vis, of the guy complaining about the Demon Souls remake, where he's like, it's just not that good. And that was a good video. Yeah, because I thought I enjoyed the game, but then I watched the video and realized that actually I didn't enjoy it.
You're an idiot for you misinterpreted your own feelings.
How dare you enjoy things? Yeah.
I'm a dumb casual.
Yeah. Well, that's true. It. Like the thing is, it's like that video is just kind of like how Bluepoint kind of missed the Bluepoint on, the art direction in general.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and that's kind of why I don't want Bluepoint to do Bloodborne's, because that game's atmosphere is like second to none. And
sometimes
I'm not
I watch
sure
these
that
things
they
where they're
nail
like,
it.
The developers, they did everything with like intent. Everything that's there is there for a good reason. And then you kind of listen to devs and they're like, oh, we just kind of shat something out and it was a placeholder that kind of just got left there. We didn't really think about it. I don't have any concrete examples of that to back up my point, so just take it as true.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
I mean, like that's...
Bloodborne feels very purposeful, though.
Yeah. But
that's one game, yeah.
The inherent problem with like remastering or remaking a game is like, if you change something that was just slapped in there because like, oh, hey, we just, I ran out of time for this area, and so I just did X, Y, Z. And then that becomes part of the original work, and so everyone loves it. And then if you are working on a remake and you're like, yeah, well, they actually ran out of time for this bit, so we decided to do this and do that, and we changed it in our own way, and then everyone hates it because it's not true to the original. So, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
One of my favorite videos about that. Go on, Zenki.
I was going to say, unless FromSoft are the ones to remake it, which I can't imagine they want to.
No.
Yeah.
No. They got better things to do, like make Dark Souls 4 or Elden Ring 2.
Then again, like Nintendo remade Wind Waker, and a lot of people freaking hate that remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just blew him everywhere.
Yeah. Blew him washed out, kind of overly bright, hurt my eyes. Yeah. But I played it, and I paid money for it, and it was good.
That's the problem with remakes.
I'm the problem.
Yeah. Look, simply release a 60 FPS patch.
Yeah. There's a really good video about this sort of thing that I love watching. It's by that channel Twin Perfect. They did a video about the Silent Hill HD remake from years and years ago.
Yeah.
That was great. That's like classic YouTube when like millennials were in control.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Anyway. I think I tried watching that, and there's a lot of like skits and like it's exactly. Like low quality because it's just two guys with a camera just chatting on their couch.
Millennials in control. You got to have a skit in your video.
Yeah.
You got to have a character that you've made who kind of you talk to.
Yeah.
And it's just
the straw man. Yeah.
Anyway, nothing happened just then. It was a good show. It was a 6 out of 10. There's some good stuff in there, but my socks remain on my feet.
Yeah.
They were not blown off.
Unblown.
Yeah.
Off.
What's your sock status, Zenki and Vis?
They're firmly on my feet.
Yeah, I'm deeply socked right now.
There was some cool stuff, but just nothing. Sock blowing.
Okay.
I can't even remember what games they announced. They announced like what Romeo is Dead. That looked kind of interesting until we saw the gameplay.
The Digimon game. You like that one?
Oh hell yeah, Digimon, we're back, baby. We're back.
He remembered that he actually liked video games for a minute.
No, I'll never play that game. Oh. I did buy a Digimon game recently because it was like $6 on Steam.
Yeah, did you play it?
I haven't played it yet. No. I'm just opening Steam to see what it was called.
Yeah, just click buy immediately.
Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition.
You should play that.
I will play it.
When?
Sorry, what'd you say?
When?
Huh? I would that would say.
Yeah. Duh, my audio keeps cutting out. Damn it.
Yeah. My ears just stopped working.
Whenever Lakembra talks, Zenki's ears turn off.
Huh?
Yeah.
He said whenever Lakembra talks, Zenki's ears turn off.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Yeah, all
right. That's okay. There's still plenty of video games to come. We've still got Jeff Fest 2025, and we've also got Phil Spencer's 5-minute hour of video games.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
So
I have not started on the Jeff Fest yet. The edits have not begun because YouTube and IGN are little cucks, and they made it difficult to steal their video.
What's up with that? Why is it only some people get like the you cannot download this permission on YouTube?
It's I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like some of the larger channels, they apply to a special protected thing. The tool that I use to download YouTube videos basically says we can't download this because YouTube is asking the bot to prove that it's human. So I guess certain channels are just flagged for high download activity.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. And then IGN, their stream is 7 hours long. The first 3 hours is just them chatting.
Quiet meditation.
Pure garbage. I wish.
And then they forgot to turn the audio on.
Then they forgot to turn the fucking audio on. For the first, the intro, Jeff Keighley is talking and there's no audio. And then when it does come back, there's 20 minutes of doubled audio, so everyone sounds like a robot. It's just fucking retarded. I'll have to find the GameSpot download or something.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe in you.
Thanks, man.
It's just very odd that, it's so silly that they have all these protections, yet everyone is streaming the same stream.
Everyone's streaming it already, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Phil Spencer's Xbox Games Showcase.
That's the only one as of recording that's the only one as of recording that hasn't actually aired yet, so we don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
But I assume it's going to be Elder Scrolls 6 Deep Dive with Todd Howard apologizing for Starfield, right, this?
Yeah, almost certainly. The fact that they've got the Outer Worlds a direct, that just tells me that the Elder Scrolls is going to come and steal the show.
That's a trick. It's actually the Elder Scrolls. They're tricking you.
It.
That would be good. That would be a good trick.
Yeah.
You thought it was going to be a shit game? Nah, it's going to be a good game. Don't worry.
No.
Just kidding. It's still shit.
It's a different shit game.
It's a higher budget shit.
Yeah, exactly. If anyone still has faith in Bethesda's ability to
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I have.
Check yourself.
No, Starfield. No, that's different. That was just a one-time thing. He's changed.
So?
No way.
He's different, baby.
Yeah, there's no way.
Because that was space, and they're like, let's do 1 million worlds, and you can go to all of them. But as long as they just keep it into one area, without a spaceship in it, you should be able to do it.
But they can do that, and it can still be boring.
Nah, I believe. I'm the problem, and I still believe. I'm buying it.
Which writer would you like Bethesda to get on to write their quest lines?
Stephen King.
Stephen King. All right.
No.
I can't wait for the underage orgy in fucking.
Yeah, that's the final. That's the final. Yeah, the ultimate. The boss battle.
Yeah.
You have to fight. You have to break up a child orgy or something.
Or you can't kill them because you can't kill kids in Elder Scrolls games. So yeah, you gotta
maybe you can in this one.
You gotta mod it to win the game. It's really it's like meta. Kojima directed it too. Yeah, got to change the controller port.
I've never read a Stephen King book. Not one.
Not a single one.
What should I start with?
I read one of his books, which was like a collection of little novellas or whatever.
Yeah. Anything that's
I think it was called Everything's Eventual.
Any child rape in that one or no?
I don't recall any child rape. There was a short story about a guy who got bitten by a snake and then was in the morgue, like they were going to do an autopsy, but he was still alive. But the snake that bit him had some sort of venom that paralyzed him and slowed down his heart rate or whatever. And he was fully conscious.
Nice.
And in the end, the only way that he could let them know that he was alive was that the person doing the autopsy grabbed his dick and then he got a boner.
Hell yeah.
And now he can only get hard if someone wears rubber gloves.
Is that
and
in the
if
story?
Been bitten by a snake.
I can't tell if that's actually part of the story.
That's true. That was in the story.
Nice. He's the author of a generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I've figured that most of the stories were kind of that quality.
Hope it's in Elder Scrolls 6, that story.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get a hard on unless someone wears a rubber glove.
Yeah. But you know, who knows what else could be in the Phil Spencer's show of magic and mystery? Could be anything.
I would like to see more Fable.
I don't want to see that.
No, I don't want to see any more of that.
No. Not
What if it's
whatsoever.
good?
It won't
I
be.
have zero faith that it will be good in the same way that I have zero faith that Bethesda will make a good game.
It's just like saying, what if this human shit that's coming out of my arsehole is good? Like, I just don't believe you.
Look,
everything about this looks like, it smells like, it feels like.
Yeah, but it's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
Yeah. So just open up just a little. Let me take a look at it.
I'll have a little taste.
I'm just going to put my finger inside my butthole so I can taste a little bit. Just to check.
Exactly.
He tastes
they're
with his
giving us a little
fingers.
taste now.
Give me the speculum. Let me take a look.
No, I'm pulling my finger out of my butthole and licking it, of course.
Thought you have
Of course.
taste buds on your fingers, like a grasshopper or something.
Well, that would be cool. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want that. It would be cool.
Oh, wait, they have ears on their legs, not taste buds. Anyway, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Wish I had ears on my legs so I could listen to... I don't know,
If you met a
just listen
genie
to-
and you were like, please give me the abilities of a grasshopper,
Yeah, give me
you would have been so
ears on my
disappointed.
knees. He's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Just do what I said, genie. Fuck.
I can read your mind.
catfish,
I
they
know
have
you
taste-
really want
yeah.
taste buds on your fingers.
Catfish have taste buds all over their body.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Do you want that?
Yes,
Why
please.
Yeah.
There are no downsides.
No.
None whatsoever.
Zero.
Just tasting your clothes all the time.
Look,
Yeah.
at least you'd know. At least you'd know if you're wearing clothes.
That's right. I want to know what my clothes taste like.
How else are
There's
you
no-
meant to know?
There's no way for me to know
Yeah.
unless this genie does this for me.
You guys
But that's
have
right.
the
It would be
sensation
the
of touch,
first.
right?
It would be the first wish.
All right. What's the second wish?
More taste buds.
Even more. Even more.
Yeah.
You're like,
even more.
this is horrible. More taste buds.
Yeah.
Make cotton taste amazing.
Yeah. What would you wish for, Miss? You can use our last wish. Go.
Oh, well, that would be it, right? You get 3 wishes. It would be taste buds everywhere, more taste buds.
Yeah.
And then make my clothes taste good.
Oh, that was your wish. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good segment.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Xbox. I don't care.
No,
I have no
gives a
interest
shit.
in Xbox.
No.
PC game show. Is that still a thing?
They've got a million of like black voices in gaming, like game show, like that sort of crap. We're not going to watch that at all.
Here's the black developers show. Here's the woman developers show.
Yeah.
Do we have anything like Devolver Digital doing their little spoof show?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even care if if they had the black and the female dev shows, if they didn't
get 'em out of here.
also have like black and female devs all over the place in the regular show. Like if
They should
you
make
can have
them-
the
should segregate
segregation,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like why have the shows if you're not going to go all the way with the segregation?
They should make a Japanese man with autism show. It'd be the best show
Yeah, I'd
ever.
watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the best
yeah,
games
for sure.
come out of that show.
One moment, please. Just carry on without me. Pretend I'm not here.
Okay.
All right.
Where'd he go? No one knows.
Was he ever here? I guess he said, pretend I'm not here. Shouldn't we be pretending he is here and just not saying anything so that the show can go on like normal?
When he's here, we have to pretend he's not here. But when he's not here, we have to pretend he's here.
Yeah, he's not here right now. Why do we have to pretend he's not here? He is not here.
We're just to make it more convincing, the fact that he's not here.
Yeah, we have to pretend like it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretend the sky is blue.
Okay, it's going to be tough, but I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll try.
Welcome back, Lakembra.
Yeah,
hello.
We pretended you weren't here, even though you weren't.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
What else is news?
I'm gay.
I don't have any games or like bits or like anything. I got nothing.
Did you play The Outer Worlds?
I did. I played a couple of hours of it and I didn't like it. It was very Reddit.
Wait. Can we clarify? Is it which one is the Outer Worlds and which one is the Outer Wilds?
The Outer Wilds is the good one. That's the space one where you're in like a time loop.
That's like the time loop. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And the Outer Worlds is
the game everybody wanted to be Fallout New Vegas, but isn't.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was very Reddit and I did not like it. And I'm not looking forward to Outer Wilds 2.
Outer Wilds?
Sorry, Outer Worlds 2. There's after the Phil Spence show, there's a Outer Worlds deep dive. Outer Worlds deep dive.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should watch that or not. Probably not.
No,
look,
I don't care.
I have a feeling that because we're going to watch the showcase. If we end up watching it in a way that like I'm recording my screen or whatever, we will very likely just end up skipping through it all.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah. I liked your one-line summary of the Outer Worlds 1. It was very Reddit and I do not like it. Or I did not like it. That's hilarious.
Say no more.
Yeah, that's it. That is the game in a nutshell. How did it get into this nutshell?
Yeah. Did you like it?
No, I didn't.
I think Obsidian got lucky with New Vegas, and they've never been able to replicate that success ever again.
All the important people, all the good people that made New Vegas did not make Outer Worlds, but they can still say it's Obsidian. Like that carries any weight whatsoever.
I really hate it. They should only really advertise like the director of a game if it is to mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
If Kojima makes a game, that means something. If Konami makes a game, that means nothing.
It means nothing. Nothing at all. It's just like a corporate entity. It could be helmed by anyone.
From the studio that brought you Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, the studio did it.
Metal Gear Survive.
Well, it was like Back 4 Blood was like from the studio that made Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't.
3 environment artists or something.
Why did we play so much of it then?
Indians.
Because there's nothing else to play. And there's still nothing to play.
Yeah.
And there never will be anything to play.
Yeah, there never will be anything to play. Hey, you guys should play Elden Ring Night Rain.
Okay.
All right, that's one. Zenki?
Nah.
All right, I'm out.
You won't do it. All right, Zenki's out.
I've
already finished the game.
Does it have crossplay?
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
So we would all have to play on PC.
Or we would all have to buy PlayStation 5, right?
Yeah, well, until Bloodborne 3 is on that PlayStation.
Bloodborne 3?
Yeah. We're skipping 2.
We're skipping 2. We're never going to get Bloodborne 2, so we're going to go straight to 3. Checkmate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be
bad. I'm hyped for Back 4 Blood 2.
I don't think that's coming.
Yeah.
If they made that swing point, it would be like, yes. Finally.
I'm relevant again.
I'm relevant.
No, he would have made it. He got a job there. He got a job at Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
What an idiot. What a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would not want to work for them.
For the uninitiated, Swing Point was a YouTuber who made exclusively Back 4 Blood content.
I think we all know who Swing Point is, Viz.
Yeah,
we would
definitely.
all watch his videos to get like the best builds.
Yeah.
Because it was like the card system for Back 4 Blood was one of the things that made it cool. And then they basically got rid of that.
Yeah.
Well, they got rid of that cool feeling of progression where you would start with no cards and you'd get more cards along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get all the cards at the start.
What they should have done, because there was like 15 cards, and this is, all right, I don't know if this is getting into too like meta discussion for a game that hasn't been relevant for 3 years.
Discussion on fucking Back 4 Blood, but all right, go on.
Look, I would install it and play it again.
We did, and it sucked.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
All right. But okay,
you guys. Well, Lakembra won't play Overwatch. Look, we need a game for us to play together. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Golf with friends. Let's go. Let's do something.
Maybe the Outer Worlds 2 will be co-op.
No.
I can reinstall Overwatch, but I'm not good at it. I'm really shit at the game. So every time we play, we lose, and I feel bad.
You are better than 99% of people in my games.
Yeah, but still not good.
Yeah, I'm not good. No one's good.
Yeah,
You're good.
The game
You're
isn't even good.
Anyway, I'm not playing Overwatch, so whatever.
All right.
Yeah. What were you going to say about the 15 cards, Vis?
Yeah, I don't know if it is 15 cards. I think it's 15 cards. What they should have done is make it so, because like the way it used to play is you start with one card and you get an extra card at the start of every level. And then they changed it so now you get all 15 cards right off the bat, but you can pick up like extra cards throughout the game or whatever. What they should have done is just make it so you get like 5 cards to begin with, and then you unlock 1 card, and then make the deck like 20 cards long, or something like that.
Because you at the very start you didn't really have any build,
and it sucked.
It would only get to like the end of the missions
when you would unlock have, your entire
your
deck.
build was complete. Yeah,
and you get a single level to play as like at your peak. Like, man, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I guess we're done talking about that.
Yeah. No, look, it's like Matthew Matosis, right? Because at this point we're just talking about video game mechanics, right? What's the point in giving the player the most powerful weapon and a single level to play with it on?
I don't know. What is the point?
Screw you. That's why.
Yeah, that's it. But then if you give the player the most powerful weapon at the start of the game, there's no progress. There has to be a middle ground. I don't know, fucking who cares? I'm gay.
If Phil Spencer announces Back 4 Blood 2, would you get hyped?
No.
You would. Yeah, you would. I know you would.
I would get hyped, for sure.
I would get hyped because we'd all play it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying since day one.
Yeah.
That day being today.
Yeah, he's restarting. Today's day 1.
Today is day 1.
Welcome
That's
to
what
Earth,
I've been saying.
Everybody. Yeah. All right.
Incredible. Earth existed in day 1.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say. Why don't you guys ask me what I think about things?
What do you think about cheese? What's your favorite cheese?
I don't know.
If you had to pick one. Top 3 cheeses.
Something sharp and crumbly.
Hell yeah.
Like a
Mercy Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mercy Valley do really nice, sharp, crumbly cheeses.
Yeah. That's why I said it.
Yeah, you said those 2 words. I'm like, I know that cheese.
I don't know the names of cheeses. I just know the tastes and textures.
Yeah. I mean, Mercy Valley, I'm like, they might do other, but the sharp and crumbly is cheddar.
I mean, I clicked, their slogan is sharp and crumbly.
So it's their whole thing is sharp and crumbly.
Yeah, the whole thing is to be sharp and crumbly.
Yeah.
That would be a bad knife. You know, you probably get one good stab. But
also a bad cracker.
Yeah.
Or biscuit.
Yeah, I don't want to eat a sharp
biscuit. If you want something sharp and crumbly, it has to be a cheese. Because everything else, it kind of has to be one or the other.
Man, they've got salt and vinegar. They've got classic. They've got
salt
original.
And vinegar cheese.
What's the difference?
Are you just talking about chips or?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Mercy Valley cheese. These are all the flavors of their sharp and crumbly cheese.
Cheese and
salt
onion.
And vinegar cheese.
Pickled onion. Plowman's.
No.
Mercy
Peppercorn.
Valley, you gone too far.
Jalapeno.
Oh, that sounds all right. I'm a fan of chili and cheese.
Chili and cheese?
Yeah.
Together?
Sure, fuck it. Why not?
Why not?
Ever had jalapenos on pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Why such a long pause?
Yeah, I don't know. I like fresh jalapenos over the pickled ones because quite often they're pickled. And I'm not into that. And if I'm going to pick a chili to put on anything, it's probably Chipotle. Are you pausing for a long time again as a joke?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Look, I like fresh jalapenos as well.
I think going to Subway as a child put me off jalapenos because they only give you the pickled ones and they're just kind of bad.
Is that what they've been doing? Man, I got a sub.
Pickled jalapenos.
I got a sub from Subway when I was like 10 years old, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get avocado. I don't think I've ever had avocado before. I'm going to branch out. And I'm pretty sure the avocado was off because it was the most revolting thing I've ever eaten. I fucking love avocado.
And you've eaten shit.
And I distinctly remember, and I've eaten shit. I've eaten human shit.
Yeah.
So,
was there any avocado in the shit?
No, there wasn't. I don't think there was.
Yeah, imagine a guy eating a big bowl of guacamole and then you just eat the shit after. That'd be crazy. That's disgusting, this.
Yeah, why would?
Yeah.
What?
You give a guy a big bowl of shit and tell him it's guacamole, and he's never had guacamole before, and he's just like, I guess this is what it tastes like.
Why do people like this?
Yeah. It tastes a lot like human shit, and I would know. I wonder if, like, the range of flavors of human shit, I wonder if it, like, is drastically varied based on what you've eaten, or by the time it comes out the other end, it's more or less just the same taste.
Yeah, like nutritionally void.
Yeah. Like, if you eat nothing but, like, pickled hams versus a guy that...
Yeah.
What?
He's got a big jar.
I don't know. Maybe you only eat carrot, but I feel like the shit smells the same, but sometimes it has a different color.
Yeah.
Does that... Yeah, look.
I mean,
I'm never gonna know the answer.
Yeah. Well,
I'm never gonna know the answer.
What if you get human centipeded into? In fact, what if we all get human centipeded, but it's like a human Ouroboros?
Yeah. How would we get? I guess what are we going to eat first before the surgery?
Yeah.
Just so we have to all decide on what we're
just
gonna.
So it keeps going around.
Eternally cycle.
Yeah.
Look, maybe some chocolate, but yeah, I guess like with that whole situation, if you don't swallow, like you don't really have a mouth to not, like you can't close your mouth because it's basically it's sewn on to a guy's arsehole.
Yeah, but like what's sewn on? The lips? Because you still have control of your teeth, right?
I would have thought if I were to make a human centipede, I would remove like the lower jaw or something.
And you get
like you would make it so you could never go back, basically.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just kind of sewing someone's mouth to someone's asshole.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought.
Does that
they
really
were doing.
count?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
I've
never seen it. I don't know the logistics of a human centipede.
I recall there was like large pieces of skin from the other person kind of stitched to their face. You couldn't really see their mouth anymore. But of course it was a movie, it was fake. So I don't know if it was real. I don't know how they would have done it.
Yeah.
Personally, I would not want to be part of a human centipede. Even if I was at the front.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, me either.
Mad
actually,
scientists hate him.
It's
with
controversial, but
yeah. Oh, what a surprise! Hot take.
Oh, you don't want to be? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're free to go.
Yeah, I'm free to go.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Crazy German Scientist, but I don't want to do this. I do not give you my consent.
All right.
Yeah.
Good episode.
I don't know, like, well, I guess my question is like, even if you didn't have control of your jaw, could you still just refuse to swallow? Like, or is it just basically just going to be forced down? Like,
what happens if you throw up?
Yeah.
How do I freaking kill myself in this situation? How do I die? Yeah. What's the quickest way to die if you're in the middle of a human centipede?
I guess, choke on your own shitty vomit.
Yeah, you'd have to breathe the shit in.
Yeah.
Probably just tear your own face away from the other guy's asshole and bleed out.
Yeah. That'd be it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the way to do it too.
I think I would rather bleed out than breathe in a large chunk of shit and choke to death.
Yeah, there's a better way of doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then at least...
the moment, maybe I panic. Maybe I choose to breathe in the shit, you know?
Yeah. But like,
just drown in
if that
shit.
happens, at least then you're kind of doing everyone a favor because you're like, well, now this guy doesn't have like a corpse attached to his asshole that he's just shitting into it relentlessly.
I'm doing everyone a favor. I'm so gracious.
Yeah.
He's trying to die with dignity.
Yeah. Anyway, Mercy Valley cheese, everyone.
Yeah. Today's episode
the Outer
is
Worlds
sponsored by...
Yeah, look. I like cheese. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you like in your flavor of human shit? Sharp or crumbly?
Both. Why not both?
Why
if
not?
Mercy Valley can do it, then why not my shit? You know?
I think I would prefer crumbly. Sharp sounds dangerous.
Sharp shit.
Yeah.
It's just potent. What makes it sharp? That's what I want to know.
The Mercy
What have
Valley,
they
of
added?
course.
Yeah.
It's all the bones.
The Mercy Valley human Ouroboros. That's their company mascot.
Yeah. They wheel them out. Like this, we fed these three people. We fed the human Ouroboros one block of Mercy Valley 5 years ago, and it's just been cycling ever since. They're still alive, folks.
It's like they say, and what do you think about the taste now? And they all give the thumbs up. Like, wow. If that doesn't
a testament to the taste of
flavor,
Mercy Valley cheese.
Nice.
I don't know what is. Yeah.
That's how they age the cheese.
In a human Ouroboros.
Yeah, there's only one way to get something truly sharp and crumbly.
Yeah.
Pushing
it through digestive tracts for 10 years at a time.
Like a cow.
Like a cow, yeah.
We need a fourth person in our Ouroboros.
Yeah.
If you'd like to be the fourth person. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. I'm done, dude.
Yeah, I'm done, dude.
Yeah, I'm done, dude.
Someone say Nick so we can go home.
Nigga.
Hitting stop.
Hitting stop.